Now, we talked a little about the production of London Betty, but what was post-production like for you guys?
Oh, post-production was, it was just a long process, you know, because at that point we had a nicer Final Cut Pro setup, which is nice, you know. But it's just a lot of refining. I took a full year to edit, and, you know, I basically came up with a first cut. I did the cutting myself. And then basically what I'll do is I'll give the cut, and I'll have little screenings, maybe about 6 people, but I'll do that 2 or 3 times. And what I'll do is I'll see what coincides. If like 3 people are like, God, I just didn't understand this, or this seems really boring, usually I just cut it. I just try not to have too much of an ego with it, because you know, it's tough with indie films. No one's really going to vouch for you or give you the benefit of the doubt. So if your film is running long or if it's slow, they're just going to turn it off. So what I try to do is actually make my running times just a little shorter and hopefully keep the pace of the film higher.
Okay. Now, I mean, once the movie is done and edited, how do you go about selling it and advertising it? Okay,
yeah, this is interesting. I sort of developed this process, right? And this is what I do. I basically do the festival circuit first, and I come up with three tiers of festivals. It's first one is sort of the top 10, you know, Sundance, Toronto, you know, all the big ones. And then you make a list of medium-sized ones that are pretty popular, that you may have a chance of getting in. And then you have this sort of backup 10. And the backup 10, they're still good festivals. It's just ones that you think you have a really good shot at. So from there I enter about 30 of them. And then with London Betty, I entered about 30, and I got into, I got into 10 festivals, and I won 3 awards from them. So from there, you have these festival leaves. And at the same time, I'm also submitting to independent film reviewing websites. And then from there, I mean, if you get some bad reviews, that's fine, but you'll probably get some good reviews. So then what you do is you just pick out some great quotes, you know, like, hey, this is one of the better films of the year, you know. So you compile a press release based upon good quotes and festival performance. From there, your movie's it's kind of established. So then what you do is I pick 30 distribution companies that will actually put your movie on Netflix and Blockbuster. I guess Blockbuster Online now, that there's no Blockbusters. So from there you basically submit your movie, you get it professionally authored, put the press release, and call the distributor, mail out to them. And then from there, that's a much harder game. With London Betty, I think I got 2 offers. And I went with, lucky one was Maverick Entertainment, which is one of the larger independent distributors. So I went with that one. And it was great. We got on their platinum label, which is their better label. And so that was a good moment. But that process has sort of I've been refining over time. And it's worked with a lot of the films I've done. So let's hope it still works, you know.